you go. So is it all sunny out there and not cold as fuck?
It's just barely getting sunny. Today's like really warm compared to what it has been.
Yeah, it's been so nice.
Yeah, it was like 70 degrees today. So that's like crazy warm for this time of year.
Yeah, I was almost inclined to make just some stupid kind of sappy post on Instagram yesterday that was going to say, you know what, this year was all right. I kicked my seasonal depression's ass. And now that it was say over 60 degrees, I was super stoked. Yeah. I even went outside.
Yeah, over here it's been actually. Oh, go ahead. Keep going.
I was just going to say, I even went outside and worked on my truck and sliced my fingers open. So I can't play guitar. But oh well.
Oh yeah, like I've been on a hiatus for skateboarding right now because I'm pretty banged up. Ooh. Like yeah, it's a thing when you get older, you can't like bounce back so easily. You wanna keep going, but it hurts. Like I fell on my butt cheek, so it hurts just to keep. Yeah, so like you're always falling on that fucking thing.
At least you got 2 butt cheeks, so you got one there.
Yeah, but apparently my body likes falling on it's the right one's its favorite one, I guess. So
Are you regular or are you goofy?
I'm goofy footed. So yeah, like
I guess that
I'm
makes sense.
Do you push mom?
Yeah. No, I used to. I actually like because you used to get made fun of back in the day when it was okay.
Yeah. Still get made fun of, dude.
Yeah, because
it's a
like
hard
honestly,
habit to kick. I like started skating when I was like when I was old enough to stand on a board. My brother was like, "No, it'd be sick," as if my little brother learned how to skate. And so he like threw me on a board, and I didn't know the right way of pushing because I was like 5. And so I've been a Mongo pusher my entire life, and this is my confession. I'm confessing on a podcast.
Oh, rest in peace.
I am a Mongo pusher, and I'm trying my best.
It's recording.
I'm trying.
That's how we'll start it right now. We'll just start it with
to kick the habit.
Everybody airing their own grievances. So there's one. So yeah, this is a good call from Logan, Utah, right? I got it right on the little sign that I made real quick. Yeah.
Absolutely right.
All right. So how far is that from Salt Lake? So for everybody that kind of doesn't know where Logan is at.
It's what,
it's like 70 miles or something.
It's like an hour and a half. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So a nice, good drive.
Racing the GPS.
Yeah, that thing used to tell the truth, and now it doesn't for sure.
Right.
It keeps changing. But it even used to like get it even with the traffic involved. So, but I don't know what it does now. But anyways, so you guys, I've been a huge fan for a while. I've been bugging you guys. I bug you guys online.
It's amazing. Thank you so much,
man.
We appreciate it. So I love seeing you pop up on our Instagram notifications all the time. It's so good to see.
No, and and that's the thing is like all you bands and stuff. Like I like messing around with all of you and like having fun with it because it's a game that we all have to play. The Instagram game especially because there's no bots allowed. So it has to be human interaction, humans pushing buttons. But yeah, I'm glad you guys even asked me. I was like, what are you guys freaking doing? Like, cause like you guys been quiet for a little bit. And I was like, and then all of a sudden you have this new release coming out and it's with B-Rye from the home team. So you guys want to start off talking about that? Cause I'm really excited about that. Or I didn't know if we were here today to talk about that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Like,
yeah. I mean, we're so excited too.
Do we want to start on day one of it?
Sure. We could talk about it. I mean, Zane wrote the instrumentals for it and I don't really know what went into that, but
yeah. So where it started is, if you've ever played Blackbird by the Beatles on the guitar, if you've ever learned that song, you'll play these two songs side by side and realize that it's not necessarily the same song.
I didn't even connect that.
But it's all the same. It's basically all the same chords, but I just put them in my order, and I was like, dude, that's fun. And I played this chord progression for years and years on end, probably a good 4 years. And then there was one day where I was just like, I play that so much, I should just put it all together and make a song. So I took it and I got all my bits and pieces, and then I brought it over to Colton's house one day. I say, hey, let's record a demo. And then we laid that down. We're like, hey, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
And then I practiced it one day with Jake here and Tagger, our bassist. The three of us got together and we played it. And we're like, wow, that's a whole...
Yeah, it's a fun song to play for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I remember the comment was,
Well,
wow, that was a whole lot of open G string. But it works. It makes just how I wrote it. The song's kind of drony.
Like that open notes.
Yeah, I mean, and from there, I mean, the lyrics, I don't know. I write lyrics either so slowly that I almost forget about the song, or I write them in like 10 minutes. Like our song Left Guessing, I wrote that entire song in probably 20 minutes. And I don't know how it happened, but it was just like, oh, sick, we're just going to do it. But like, I
And
don't
it's
know,
your
I feel
number
like-
one song right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
On Spotify?
It's unreal. It's so cool. But yeah, this one I feel like I sat and thought about the lyrics a lot, and then I just had a spark. It was honestly around a time of year like this where it first started getting warm. My seasonal depression started kind of, getting underground again, and then I started writing some happier songs, and that's where Sunset came from, because it's kind of like an overtly more upbeat sounding song, but it's like the song in general is about like being happy in spite of depression, rather than just being depressed in general, which a lot of our songs are about. And so, and then Brian's future, he's such a good friend of the band. Like they're from Washington, but they come through Utah almost every tour they do.
Whoa.
And so they played with us. Was that our album release show, or was that with Sunset?
Yeah, it was our album.
So our
you guys
album
played with
release
them a
show.
while back, right?
What was that?
In 2000, you guys played with the home team in like 2019 or something like that.
Yeah.
Bloop.
It was. They actually, the first show on their tour was Logan, Utah at Y Sound. And then the last show on that tour was actually at the Loading Dock in Salt Lake. And so we played with them for that first show, for our album release show. And then when they came back around through Utah, we played with them again. And we just kind of, became buddies with them. And then when Sunset came out, I didn't know what to do with the bridge, and I wanted to do something cool. I loved the idea of doing a feature, and I was like, well, we got to reach out to Brian. And turns out he was very down. So
No, those guys are seriously down for a lot of shit. I was fortunate to see them at Chain Reaction. I got like kind of like a private show, which was awesome. Yeah, because I guess some booking messed up, and I guess they didn't promote the show, so there's literally like 6 people there.
that's so cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, because like being in LA, that never happened. So
Right.
you got like your little private show, and I actually got to talk with Brian. Like, so all the guys, like before the show, they went all around and talked to everybody and like just said hi, and because there's not that many people there, so I got to talk with Brian the whole time before they went on. And they're really cool guys, and not only that, they worked with my friend Richie. They did a set on what is it, Pop Punk Park. I think we asked you guys a while back, but all that stuff ended up, I guess Rich, I don't know what happened, but we ended up getting busy doing other.
I think he accidentally.
There was a lot
of couldn't do it.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So sad.
Yeah, that was a pretty fun time, and right now I think he's on a hiatus. He tries to get back and be involved with it, but he actually lives next to you guys now. I think he lives in Salt Lake.
Oh no!
So
way.
I haven't talked to him for a little bit, but I went to go see Youth Fountain, and me and Tyler just we sent an FU picture to Richie and posted it in the Discord, so that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
So but other than that, like I'm all Nate dropping, but yeah, it's like but yeah, but that's the whole thing, is like we all talk to each other, we all network with each other, we all eventually like circle back around eventually, and that's kind of like, you know, or the features kind of do too, is like you guys end up working with each other as well as touring, you know. So it's kind of, you know, and then that's like Wu-Tang style, you know, everybody starts paying each other. So like, that's you know, and that's the beautiful thing about it, is like, you know, the whole DIY, and you know, eventually you want to get signed, you know, that's the whole, you know, you want a steady paycheck.
Actually make a living out of music. Imagine
resources. Yeah,
I mean,
who would have known you could?
Who would have known?
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, Brian's a great guy, and yeah, his feature. I remember when we got the feature back. I went right over to Zane's house, or were we hanging out?
We might have been hanging out.
I think we were hanging out, and the feature came through, and I was like, "Yo, we got to listen to this." And I feel like we listened to it, and then we just like sat there and just like, we listened to it again. And we listened to it like over and over and over and over.
Our jaws hit the floor. And that was when the whole song was recorded as a demo. So what Brian sent us is like the final version.
Yeah.
So it was just this like crappy sound. Well, okay, it wasn't crappy. It was this.
It was a demo.
It was a demo.
Yeah, it was a demo.
And then it gets to Brian's part, and it just like
Just shreds.
production quality went up 9,000%.
It's
So
unreal.
we're like, oh no, this song isn't not going to be able to keep up with that.
Yeah, I think
You gotta.
I think Brian's feature was a big reason why I wanted to reach out and have somebody else mix this song and these singles. There's actually another single. It's kind of on the DL right now, but we're gonna release it in a couple months maybe. But
And then you're the one that. Who was the one that produced? Like you, who mixed and mastered the last ones? You
that was
guys?
me.
Yeah, so it was you the last time. So yeah, and this time you reached out to somebody else.
Yeah, so we had James Paul Wisner mix it. He mixed Paramore's first album, Under Oath, They're Only Chasing Safety, Dashboard Confessional, Hands Like Houses, a bunch of really cool bands like that. So he did the mixing, and then Andrew Wade did the master on it. And Wade, like, recorded almost every A Day to Remember album, Neck Deep. He's recorded Attila, Wage War. He's even worked with like
Jesus.
Marshmello. So it's pretty cool.
Does he
But yeah,
know? He knows who he is in real life? Probably.
yeah, maybe. He
Yeah,
might know
'cause,
his
like,
true
he's-
identity.
Yeah, nobody knows. I'm
Marshmello
finding out
found out already.
He might have been. Yeah, I don't know. But
somewhere out there.
it's probably somewhere out there. But yeah, he did a mastering job on Sunset, and so those now it's like, okay, good. You know, the feature fits in with my vocals, and it's not like my vocals sound crappy and then Brian just like takes the entire song from me, which is fine because I kind of expected him to do that because he's such a great vocalist, but it sounds a little more
Man, that guy has some fucking pipes, man.
it's unreal.
He's like a
Yeah,
He's like a trumpet.
yeah.
He's good.
His mouth gets like fucking big. Like, yeah,
he's
he
so
can
good.
like swallow people. Like he's taking heads at shows. Like,
Yeah, he apologized to me after sending the feature. He was like, "Hey, dude, I just realized something. I hit an E5 in the feature, and that means that you have to sing that live. I'm really sorry." And I was like, "Bro,
Wow.
why'd you do that to me?"
I don't know. Your pipes are pretty amazing too. Like
thanks.
I really like your voice.
Thank you.
You know, this is coming. Like I'm a fan. Like I'm not like I produce shows and stuff just because I'm a fan. Like that. I was like, okay,
Right.
how do I get free shows and free beer? Oh, I gotta throw them. I gotta have my own venue.
Got to figure it out.
So yeah, so this is kind of how I'm doing it. So like I'm starting off with the podcast and getting to know everybody, but might as well nerd out, you know. But and
Definitely.
also, you know, I wish I could have did this in person because it's like, you know, that's the more fun part about travel. Or
Definitely.
traveling is an excuse to go see a band or even do a show. But yeah, like luckily, like, you know, you guys are totally down, and this was quick. Like I didn't even expect to do this.
Yeah.
It's dope. I like this. Like we just like put it all together and like just, you know, went with it. And that's kind of what, you know, what DIY is all about.
Right.
You know, there's a show. There's a show tomorrow. We got. How do we make it happen?
Yeah, we haven't practiced. How do we do it? I don't know. Play the songs we always play.
We've been for like 4 years.
We got 'em down.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. No,
So have you guys thought about doing any music videos and stuff? Is this gonna this gonna follow, please? Is this a little I know I'm like probably reaching a little bit too far.
No, you actually did a perfect segue. We actually shot a lyric video for Sunset. So that's actually going to be coming out the day of release. So
Yeah, because all we have is the
it's pretty
studio.
cool.
Good. No.
I'm very
Is,
stoked on it.
I found out I was a really
what's-
good actor.
We're all really good actors in this one. You'll see what we're talking about.
Oh no, I can't wait. No, because like I still like I grew up an MTV kid, like an actual MTV kid. So I'm a millennial. I'm 35. So you know I grew up watching music videos, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden they were gone.
Right. It's sad. Sad time.
Yeah, now it was like Teen Moms after, and I was like, oh no, it's over. And then
16 and pregnant.
Yeah, no more.
yeah,
no more
it's
Beavis
like
and
what
Butthead.
No more Beavis and
Yeah.
Butthead, unfortunately.
I know that's what it was all about. But you know, it's just like I don't know, like the whole like music video it's for you, especially like when I see bands having fun in their music videos. That's kind of the thing that I want to see because it's like you know it's like it's your job, but it also you're supposed to be entertaining people, and like that's kind of the other responsibility. Like, but it's like what you know, like it's not a responsibility. It's just like other than that, like you want. Like you definitely like it's not to do it in that perspective. Like if you're thinking like in the punk hardcore, like, you know, fucking like, you know, you don't do it just to be famous, but like there's obviously a intention like behind it. You want attention.
Definitely.
So
Yeah, that's the only reason why we do music. We're attention whores.
yeah, no, but well, you want people to listen. You want them to listen, and like regardless of like what your intentions are, how you put yourself out there and doing it, you know, that's the picture you're painting. But you know, obviously you're not doing it for the fucking gold. So
Yeah, definitely. We would have quit a long time ago.
like I'm going all in, mom. NFTs, they're the fucking next thing. I'm telling you. Like
Like
It,
I've
like,
said
you know,
for people too, and you know, I've had people ask me like, what I want to do with a music career, like, would I want to pursue it? I'm like, well, no, because all the music that's going to make me money is not music that I want to play.
Right.
So I'm more than happy to like not have a future in, you know, being a musician for my life, because I'd rather play the music I want to play.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always said like I don't know, I want to write the music that I want to hear, and if people like it, that's just a happy consequence. You know, like,
no, it's like, dude, I don't know why. Like, I don't even know why I don't make your top 1%. Are you guys listening to yourselves? Do you guys like blast yourselves? Like, cause
No,
like
fun fact,
that's the only way.
like 2 years ago, I think Good Call was my artist of the year.
yeah, it's embarrassing,
Because
dude.
every time I wanted to show somebody a song, I'd be like, pull it up on Spotify, and I'm like, here's one of our songs. So by
Yeah.
the end of the
Here's
year,
my
I ended
band.
up having our own band be my artist of the year, which was kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
No, I think it was actually second place, but either way, it was top two.
Yeah, it's.
Oops.
I sometimes will like, because I do audio production, like basically freelance as my job right now. Like I mix bands and do like other audio and stuff. So sometimes when I do a mix, sometimes I'll listen to our own like Good Call stuff just to see if I can do like a reference to see if, you know, I'm at least like better or in the same ballpark as those mixes. And so it's like, I listen to those mixes a lot just as like mix references. And so, yeah, it's like, yeah, your top, you know, 2 or 3 artists is like, oh, it's your own band. It's like, I don't want to share my Spotify Wrapped because it's embarrassing.
No, because like, yeah, I always wonder that, because I'm like, dude, like I listen to this band like so much that, you know, especially like one of my other friends, like the only reason why I found out that that's a thing is because she's her number one fan. So I was like,
dang.
okay, yeah. So I was like, okay, you're messing up the algorithms right here. This is what we don't need. So, but yeah, it's, you know, but I don't hate on that. Like, it's just like the whole, it's like, I want to be first, dude. I'm the
Right.
fan. Like, like I want. Like,
When
do you guys?
something-
So like we were talking about, like we all like you were saying that like we don't want to like if you could do it for the rest of your life, that would be fucking awesome. Like if you can totally land, like we all would love to fucking have a house for what we doing what we love, like especially busting out an album and like that shit making you a house like all of a sudden, and you're good for like the rest of your life. That's fucking wild. But it's like we try to be modest about it, and we all have regular jobs too while we do this shit. Like it's we don't do this full time. Like if we did, then I bless those people. Like if I give more power to them if they're doing it full time, because that's what I would like to do. I wish I could jam out. Like I haven't even picked up my bass in like forever. Like so like that's just me, So like if I haven't had my own inspiration yet, I guess, to play again, but soon, I guess. But yeah, we all do our own thing, and like so you produce on the side, and then what else do you guys you guys want to go what you call it, one by one and say what you do, like and like to survive in this fucking world, because I think it's a human thing.
So for me, I build houses for a living. I'm a framer. So
framer, nice.
Yeah, bust my ass every day. And I haven't played drums probably a month. You know what I mean? I'm just so busy, and it, just like you said, life gets in the way, man. Sometimes. So.
No, yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like it's just like if we can do it forever, we would. Like if I can skateboard all fucking day and get paid for it.
Yeah,
like I would, but I'm not great, dude. And I'm old. Like they don't want me.
No, I'm not that old, but I feel old, man.
Yeah, because I used to slam tile down and do electrical work. My family's in the construction business, so I'm pretty familiar with all that stuff. And that shit beats your fucking body, man. Like especially framing and stuff like that. Yeah, like. I think there's another drummer, I think from Brave Weather. I think he's a framer too. He works some sort of construction. Yeah. So that's another cool guy, like that's what I'm saying. Like I like nerding out and talking to you all and like connecting you all too.
But so hard. Yeah. That's why he hits the drums so hard, is because he just like can. I feel like Jake would be able to pound like a 15-inch nail into a board like one swing. Like it helps. There's something to it.
Oh man, he definitely can. Like someone that's skilled laborer. Oh my god, dude, those guys blow your fucking minds.
It's wild.
Like, you can work that fast.
Yep.
No, it's like I don't do it anymore. I'm a self-taught programmer, so I was like, dude, I'm not carrying these fucking tiles anymore. These fucking bags of fucking cement. Like fuck this, or buckets of water. Like fucking Bruce Lee.
What do you do, Zane?
Well, what I do, I'm not going to name drop anything since I work for like well-respected companies, and I'm.
You're about to shit talk, is what you're saying?
No, not at all. I'm just saying is that I don't know. I kind of say some off-color things sometimes, so no name dropping. But I work for my 9 to 5. I work for a company that manufactures Jeep parts. And we're one of the bigger names in the game. And if you ever order anything from the website or through one of the salesmen with the company, chances are I'm probably the one who packed it in the box or assembled it. So that's kind of cool. If you're into Jeeps, there's a chance your parts I've built are on your Jeep. And then I also work at a retail auto parts store part-time at night. So I still knock out 60 hours a week, but I don't know.
And still fucking doing the band. Still fucking laying down fucking guitar tracks, dude.
Yeah, for real. But I feel like I'm still kind of a car guy before I am a musician nowadays. I would like to change that. But again, life goes on and you can flip-flop through things however you want. It's your own darn story. That's what I say.
Yeah, exactly. Opportunity, America. We have choices. So it's like, wait, what kind of car do you drive? Do you drive like a fucking souped up car?
Well, my daily driver is a 2008 Toyota Tundra. I've got, big tires, cool lights and stuff on it. I've built it to be kind of like an overland vehicle. And then I've also got an 87 Jeep Wrangler that's got 35-inch tires and
Jesus.
every fluid and everything.
So you take these boys out a lot? You taking these boys out on fucking in the desert?
I'd like to, but it just costs too much money to tow it to the desert.
He only takes Jake Harrison out on these cool adventures,
Yeah.
not me and Jake.
Our other
That's sad.
guitarist, Jake, him and I, we actually have like a YouTube channel and stuff where we do our off-road stuff. So he's also a pretty hard Jeep guy as well.
Yeah, we are missing a couple members. I should mention that. So like Jake Harrison lives in Salt Lake. He wasn't able to make it up on short notice. Taggart is our bass player, and then it's us three. So we have 5 people total. So
Nice. Yeah, no, like I was like, I was wondering how many of you were going to show up today, because it's pretty like, doing a podcast, like you would love to get the entire band like line up.
Right.
It's that'd be sick, but that's a lot of mics too. So
yeah, that's what I was just saying, dude. I only have a 2-channel interface at my home studio, and so it's like, that's why Jake and I are sharing a mic, and then Zane has his own. But like, I was like nervous. I was like, what if more people show up, and then I'm just gonna have to be like passing this around to everybody, and it would just be a nightmare.
No, it seems fun though. Like maybe you could do like 1 or 2 people like passing around a mic, but like maybe 3 holding like solids. But I don't know. I've been trying to think about it, because we're trying to get this thing off since we don't have a studio anymore. So I'm kind of like,
oh yeah,
we're kind of like figuring we're actually like trying to move in together. So that's kind of the other thing. It's like we became such good business partners that we like want to live together. And like, yeah, so like fortunate for me, like they're my my friends. So like my friends are in bands too. So that's kind of another reason why I do this. I usually show up to shows and everybody's like, why the fuck are you showing up, dude? I'm like, 'cause I like your band,
That's awesome.
But yeah, so that's like that's like I said, I wish like people can do what they love and make money from it, so like
Definitely.
if you love doing it, like I hope you can make money from it. I hope it it continues like a steady paycheck, especially because like I would love for this to be like something that I get paid for, but right now it doesn't bother me that I don't, because it's a really fun, like just even doing the human thing and talking with everybody and like find out about your guys' lives and what you guys are up to, and because we're all helping each other out basically, because like I'm a fan, so I'm helping you guys out, and like in any way I can. Like I'll buy all your merch. You give me a fucking vinyl, dude. I'm buying.
Dude, we want to get
every
vinyl
single
so
time.
bad. That'd be so cool. That'd be so cool.
No, yeah, I heard it's expensive though. Like that's the thing,
and it's a
like,
long wait list right now. Like it's like months and months and months out from what I hear, just because there's only like a handful of companies that actually press vinyl. And so you would have to go through
there's not
10
very
companies.
many left.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I bet you would be able to get a vinyl master from Andrew pretty cheap, but they do have to master vinyl differently. So it's like the extra expense of like saying, hey, Andrew, could you master this for vinyl? We'll shoot money your way. And then like making the stamp for vinyl is like another, I don't know even how much. And then it's like each one is like after that point, like I feel like we would have to be like on a label, have some sort of like, money that's lent to us to do a vinyl pressing, but it definitely would be amazing.
Or if you're on the home team, just be rich like Dan.
Right. Dude, they're doing that full time now. I'm so impressed with those dudes.
No,
I'm
because
so
like
proud of those dudes.
That's exactly what I'm saying. They turned it into a fucking money making machine. Like they machined it up, and like now they have it rotating, and like it's fucking pumping out cash, dude. And like when I see, I've been following those guys for a long fucking time too. Yeah. So it's just like, and like, I'm glad they're working with you. Yeah, I'm glad they were down. Like, I'm like, Jesus,
dude.
They just like, they keep just making themselves even fucking better human beings. Like, I was like, oh God, dude, like you need to chill out. You're too good. Like making us all like work harder, dude.
I'm glad we got them. We got Brian to do the feature before they dropped their most recent album, and after that album dropped, they just blew up. Like when we played with them at Logan, they had like 20,000 monthly listeners. Now I think they're at like 200,000. It's wild.
I checked just the other day out of curiosity, and it was like 235,000.
So cool.
35,000 people. That's like a fair-sized small town, medium town.
No, yeah, it's like it's right. How big is Logan, Utah? Is it
What's the
200,000?
population? I think it's.
I think
150.
Is it only 150?
I
don't know.
So
Yo, we gotta check this.
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna call it. I've looked this up before because I'm a crazy.
Yeah,
geek.
you call it, and I'll look it up.
In Cache County, I think there's about 120,000 people.
No way.
I
Really?
think in just Logan itself, I think it was like 70,000. I'm
right, let's
probably
see.
way off.
You're pretty close. It's 50,863, but that was in 2019. Everybody's be having babies too, so that could be up by like
California's
10,000. You know?
The Utah thing,
Yeah,
they
it's
have
like-
like 8 kids, so it's like they had
It's
kids
Mormon.
in 2019, and they've got.
Oh, it's
another
very
year
Mormon here,
already.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's that's why like I passed through there a few times. I'm like, oh wow, this is different, but it's pretty
It is
chill.
way
Like
different.
I like it. Yeah, it's chill though. Like everybody's like super nice. So like, but the beer is just really weak. That's the only thing.
Yeah, dude. As of like, what was it? 2 years ago, they like got rid of the 3%. So now everything's like 5 and up. It's like a normal place now. Like these
Yeah.
these Hefeweizens. What do we got here? I think they're 5s. And this is just like a normal. Yeah, it's 5%. So
No, because
They
that
got
was
rid of
outrageous,
that.
dude. I was going to the airport. I'm like, dude, I can't get drunk here.
yeah, no, you have to get like twice as much. It sucks.
I had to get hard liquor. Like that's
It just makes you have to go pee, and you're not even drunk. Like a fun pee. It's funny.
a nice. It's like cranberry juice for adults.
Yeah, for real.
Beverage flavor. but yeah, it's just like I'm just glad that you guys like are like moving forward and you know, continuing on and like gaining momentum, and like, you know,
Yeah.
we all want to be like the home team. You know, we would like to make money and like be rich and like have houses.
Right.
I like to watch all my friends get rich.
Hey.
Yeah, exactly. Hey. Nice, that was sick. But yeah, like I don't know, like was there anything like, do you guys like did you like how like so you guys have a music video, you have 2 new songs, or you have a lyric music video,
Yeah.
2 new songs coming out, and then one's going to be released on the 30th. So it's
Correct.
which I already pre-saved on the, you know, on
Thank
their
you,
on
dude.
their
So sick.
Instagram. Good call, UT. But yeah, it's just like, you know, what, like, you know, what else, you know, is there anything else you guys are kind of thinking about, or like in the
Yeah.
woodworks?
I mean, it's been mentioned before, like all of our lives are pretty, you know, pretty busy. And so it's hard to make time for the band right now. There is another single coming out. I don't know exactly when we want to drop it, because we are planning on doing an album. And like, I've already purchased rights for the album cover for the album. So I know the vibe we're going for. I know the concept. I have an entire concept for the album. These 2 songs are going to be on the album. But I'm thinking like, we'll drop Sunset, maybe build up some momentum there. Start writing the rest of the album, and then somewhere in between where we're ready to release the album and where, you know, we've already released Sunset, we'll release the second single. But like, I would like to be able to be like, we release Sunset, a month or so later we release the next single, and then the month or so later we drop the album. But like, we haven't even written the album, dude.
All right, so Colton's not being okay. He's being truthful, but not entirely truthful. We do have probably a good 12 or so demos.
We have more than that. We have like probably 20 demos. But
You guys have been
nothing is
holding
solid.
out, fuckers. Send me those in, by the way.
But-
Send me those in the email.
And I'd say out of those, we've got like an easy 6 or 7 that are like for sure going to get
That are
wrapped up
solid,
and put
yeah.
on something. So, It's just a matter of us all getting together to collaborate and hammer down with it again, like we did a few years ago when we did our first EP. So I think
And then,
the momentum of the release and just us getting kind of stoked about it again, I
think it'll help.
I do anticipate that being kind of one of the things that gets us up and going again, you know?
No, yeah, reprinting shirts is like kind of like, that's kind of what, you decide to do later on, which is like kind of what you don't really, want to do because like there's just so many ideas. Like you can just making more shirts and like
We have this one right now.
Oh, is this the new merch that you guys got going on?
Yeah, the black one that you're wearing. Who wants to finish their story first?
So that's the back design, and the front is this little GC with these little like focus. Here, focus for me. Focus.
Bring it back, pull it back a little bit. There, maybe let it focus. Maybe it's too close. Or more like, there you go. Boom. Oh, it has a two sad face. Yeah, we got a couple sad boys. And then we got the sunrise on the back.
Yeah.
Is that a sunrise?
Yeah. We're
Pun intended for the song.
Probably gonna do like a giveaway for the new single. See where that gets us.
I would totally love to help you guys out.
That'd be
I'll post
amazing.
that shit.
Yeah.
If you guys want anything posted, just ask me. I'll straight up do it. Like anybody that asks me, I'll straight up do it. Sometimes I just don't even do it. Like I do it like my willy nilly. But yeah, dude, like you guys have that shirt. So far you've only released 3 shirts, right? You have the fortune cookie, this one, and then that one. So you're not. I wish I got the fortune cookie, but I came in too late.
Dude, the fortune cookie one was even more limited than the black ones because I remember we were playing at it's one of the largest venues in Salt Lake. It was like probably not a once in a lifetime thing, but for a band our size, it was kind of like a once in a lifetime thing. Play on a real stage, yeah.
It's called the Complex.
The Complex, yeah. And I remember we had these shirts done, or we had the designs done. We were ready to get them printed, and I was like, "Oh, dude, we need to get the designs done and ready for the Complex show." And Zane, picked them up on his way to the show. Picked up the shirts just hot off the press, and we sold them for the first time there. And we had we got custom printed fortune cookies, which was so cool. I didn't know you could do that, but you crack them open and it would say good call on the inside or stay sad, stay rad on the inside. It was so cool.
I think there's only 2 fortune cookie companies or something that exists right now in the US or something like that. There's they're worse than vinyls. It's with the process effect.
But it was crazy. I thought about it and I was like, oh wait, we don't have a license to sell anything that's food. So we were selling them at the Complex, and then I realized I was like, oh, we probably could get in trouble for this, so we just started giving them away for free. And I kind of regret not at least keeping one because they were so cool.
Just it would last forever, honestly. And then give it to one of your kids or something. They're like, what is this? I don't know, Grandpa and his crazy fucking shenanigans.
They might give you cancer. We don't know.
It's what gave him cancer.
For real.
But that's kind of did you design the shirts yourselves, or did you get something you bought something from a graphic designer?
Yeah, the fortune cookies my ex drew, and then the black and white ones we kind of collabed on, and then this white one that I just showed you, it was somebody that I was working with on a gig, and she's a graphic designer, and she liked our band, so I was like, hey, do you want to design our t-shirt? And so she said, yeah. So, and those were crazy expensive to print because there's so many colors.
The
skyrocket.
multiple colors. Because we have our own. I reached out to you guys before, especially if you guys start touring and stuff, because we have our own shirt press too. So.
Oh yeah, dude.
If you wanted to get a few made while you're on tour, fucking hit us up and we'll fucking swipe of edge, you know. But yeah, the colors fucking gnarly stuff. Like we have a four. Like, what do you guys? How many colors did you have on the other four?
We had 8.
8. Jesus Christ, dude.
So
'Cause,
each of
like,
these
that's a lot of- it's
shirts
a lot
were
of work.
like they were like $20 a piece to make. It was rough. It was really rough.
That's ridiculous. Like that's double the work though. That's what.
Yeah,
like,
it
the way I
definitely
see
is.
it.
We paid for labor, but I mean, I almost just had them do like a heat transfer, but they weren't heat transfer made in time for, like, we had a couple of shows coming up that we wanted to have these shirts for, and they weren't going to be able to have them made in time. But it would have been a little cheaper, but actually not by a whole lot, because they would have had to make the heat transfer and then transfer them onto all the shirts.
See, we're all nerding out about like fucking shirt merch
Yeah, dude.
right now. Like that's like, because like it's the thing, like, because you know you need your shit made, and like all that shit costs. Like, you know, we like you guys have your jobs and like and your time especially, and not everybody's a graphic designer, so like
Right.
you have to outsource that stuff, and you know you need to. It costs all money, and like, and then on top of that you need the
Right.
shirts freaking made, so like that's more money. So it's just it's I don't know, that's why it's
endless
interesting to me.
spiral. It's bad.
Yeah, it's just interesting to me because it's just like people don't understand like how much, like they just think that like, oh, you just make sure it's like big deal, or you don't have to take time off work to actually go on tour, you know,
Or
like
buying drum
I've
heads.
met
Buying drum heads hurts.
yeah,
every
or
time.
buying yeah. I've been on the same strings for 2 years, and this guy's popping fucking snares every fucking show
Jeez.
because he wants to fucking be all buff fucking
Yeah.
framer.
Yeah, we got to be careful with Jake, dude. We got to get like super thick drum heads, otherwise I'm scared he'll just bust right through it. Like, you ever see Whiplash? That like the scene where he's playing drums and he gets frustrated at the snare drum and just punches a hole through it. Like, that's gonna be Jake, but just with a stick.
And sometimes Jake even gets
Get him
off
some
work,
like
comes-
fucking.
Yeah, sometimes Jake gets off of work
What was
from
that?
practice and forgets to take the hammer out of his hands. So
That's
keeps hitting
what
it with hammer.
Souls with. was
Yeah, we
actually
recorded
a
Old Souls
hammer.
with a hammer and a steel tube.
I
That's
I
why it
really
sounds
like
it
Old
was in a
Souls.
steel tube.
Yeah, it's because it actually
To be
was,
honest,
bro.
like that Old Souls, like do you guys play it at live shows? Because like I haven't
Yeah.
been able to, you know, because like I wish I could. I've been wanting to go out there for a little bit, but you know everything's been kind of quiet, especially you guys. Like
Right.
I don't think Utah fucking scene's been like, oh yeah, we're throwing shows like left and right.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
has
so-
slowed down a decent amount. But yeah, we do play Old Souls. It's kind of like one of our last songs. If we get an encore and we haven't played it, we'll definitely do Old Souls. There's something about it. It's like our heaviest track that we have, like both instrumentally and vocally. Like when I do that live, sometimes I'll, depending on where my voice is sitting, sometimes I'll scream like almost the entire thing. But yeah, it's a fun heavy track to like put at the very end and kind of end with a bang. But yeah, like shows also here have been kind of slow and kind of weird just because like COVID happened, and then there's been kind of like a shift locally to more, I don't know, I feel like hip hop is starting to come up in Logan now, and
Thank
it's
God.
like,
Thank God.
weird.
It's you know, like I love hip hop shows. Like a
Yeah.
good hip hop show, it would fucking. I think it's just as lit as a fucking, you know, like any kind of band show.
Like a hardcore,
if you
yeah.
get like it's just, you know, the vibe is there, and like especially like a good lyrical genius.
Oh, yeah.
Can
There's
like
nothing
blow the
quite
top
like
off the motherfucker. Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm a show junkie, so like I kind of that's where I stand with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like so crazy that it's even there. Like in like I guess like in Utah especially, because you know you wouldn't think that like, you know, there would be any type of like hip hop scene like going on,
Yeah.
whether even like a venue, even because like your guys' home venue is where you recorded that your studio session, right?
Yeah,
That's an actual.
that's right. Yeah,
So
the
that's
Y
a
Sound
venue.
live sessions. That's where we recorded that. That's also where we recorded all the drums for all of our productions, like all of our albums, Old Souls even we recorded there. Everything from this point on we'll record there. Just because, the room isn't the biggest, but they definitely have the mics. They have the inputs required to record drums. Um, like I like programming drums for like other stuff and like for demos, but definitely for good call stuff. Like Jake's such a great drummer and he hits so hard and so consistently. It would be a sin to not track him. So he's like, yeah, I know, bro. But yeah, I know. Honestly, I think like having everybody's individual voice, like even down to like a lot of people will just like, program a bass guitar or have like VSTs, like plugins on the bass guitar. And I like having Tagger plays, mic up cabs and have like everybody's individual voice. So yeah, definitely. I only have a couple inputs at my studio. Y Sound has way more. So yeah, that's kind of our home venue. It's like
No,
a
it
recording
looks-
studio upstairs and then a venue downstairs.
That's exactly what I was about to say. That's kind of like your guys' home right now, because you guys are
Yeah.
fucking just slamming out shows there. Like when you look
Yeah.
on your when you look on your thing, it's like just you're there every day, like pretty
Yeah.
much. Like
It's been a minute
Like,
since
okay,
we played
so
a
that's-
show at Y Sound, but we're gonna try to start hitting Salt Lake more. I think just because Y Sound's kind of going in a like they're kind of like genres. Their favorite genres like move really quickly. It's a college town. Like Utah State University is literally just down the street from where Y Sound is.
oh, okay, so that's
so
where they're big.
That's why it's kind of like
biggest-
a mecca of music. Like you don't expect like Cache Valley, Logan, Utah, some random town in northern Utah to be dope, but like we had a super killer hardcore scene, then we had a metalcore scene, and then we had like an indie scene.
Take me back.
The indie scene
me back.
was bonkers.
The indie
good.
scene was so good. And now I feel
Insane.
like Salt Lake is kind of like doing that as well. I feel like Salt Lake's kind of transitioning to more of like an indie scene now. So we're going to start trying to move our ways down there. Rexburg, Idaho also is doing that as well. But I think Logan's kind of onto that next shit.
Dude, no. Because like that whole area, you wouldn't think that like anything's really going on, because it's always been, I don't know, my family's from New Mexico, so it's kind of dead out there, like, and like even in the music sense, like it's not like LA. Obviously nothing's like LA. Like it's, being out here, it's like
Right.
that's all I get to compare it to, because like this is all I know. But like, I lived in Washington. I lived in Seattle for a little bit, and it was kind of hard being up there, because like you get spoiled being
Right.
over here in LA. So it's just show after show. Like I'm hitting like 3 to 5 shows a week. Like like yeah, it's pretty gnarly, and like that's including like and then like if I throw a comedy show in there, that's even adding more. Like there's even more of that. Like so it's just like everybody comes here. So like that's why I'm like kind of going in, like segueing into this touring thing. Like do you guys like plan, like I know you guys have life and like your own jobs and stuff, have you guys thought about touring, or like kind of like saving up funds, or like even your PTO?
Imagine getting PTO for the entire length of a tour. That'd be so wild. But yeah, I mean, we did have a tour, like at least kind of mapped out, and Zane and I had started like reaching out to venues. Like nobody got back to us, which sucks. Like I needed an external source to like help me out and like have that connection with somebody, and like Boise, Idaho or whatever. But we had a tour mapped out. We were gonna go from Logan up into Idaho, down through Washington, down into Oregon, hit the California coast, and then come back up through Nevada, and then just come back to Logan. But then the pandemic hit, and none of that was even remotely possible. So I think touring is definitely still on the books. I think all of us would still love to tour, and I think every one of us would make time in our schedules and take that risk. But as of right now, it's like, when and where and how,
You guys are waiting to pull that trigger then. Like that's what
Yeah.
we got to tell your fans. You're just like waiting to pull the trigger. Like you're just it's cooking and stirring right now. It's just
Yeah.
simmering. We're on a simmer. So like we're I don't know, because like it's like, because like I said, like it's like you guys want to do that. That's obviously why you guys play an event. So like 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 that's the most. That's actually the fun part. But honestly, that's what gets you the most viewers. That's what gets
Yeah,
you
for sure.
out there. It helps you sell your merch.
Yeah.
It's it's that's where you make the most money actually. Like and people don't know that like either is like when you go like because like I've been taking my nieces and shit like to shows and like showing them like how it works and like there's etiquette when you go to shows, so you need to
Yeah.
know how to do this shit. It's like it's a different school. But yeah, you got to
For
buy,
sure.
especially if you're a fan and you have the means. Buy fucking merch. Like buy all the fucking if you especially if you like the band or if you like think a fucking shirt's cool, like buy fucking something, stickers especially. Like I usually buy shit and then like I get beer money. They're like, what? Like, yeah, dude, just take the fucking beer money, dude. I don't care. They're like, we don't drink. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
smoke it, put it up your nose. I don't care. Like,
Right.
just fucking use this. Put it. Do laundry. Like, yeah, dude. It's just a donation. Like, but you got to show. Yeah, show kids. Like, I've been showing the kids that. Like, I'm all for like, I'm not gate. I'm not like, I'm a millennial. But a lot of like millennials are gatekeepers. So like,
Right. No,
the
I
what you
feel
call it.
that. Yeah, it's
What
good.
else?
It's good
I'm
practice.
trying to teach kids.
It's good practice for sure to
No, yeah, for sure.
donate
And
and
that's why I always ask you guys. I'm like, where's your fucking merch, dude? I need merch. I need fucking. I need shirts. Like, what's going on? Come on, let me
yeah,
know.
I mean, after once we get this album written and we're gonna start dropping, like we just start like get a release date. We're gonna make a website and hopefully get a couple more shirts. I've talked with somebody who knows, someone with an embroidery machine, so I want to make like a hat, like an embroidered hat. I want to make some
Get
hoodies.
fucking grandmas in there, dude. Get some
Yeah, that's
fucking
true.
grandmas fucking with sewing, dude. I'm telling you, get it all
Yeah.
DIY about it.
Yeah, I mean, I have a sewing machine. I could just make shirts.
Yeah, dude, you're
It'd be
fucking
sick.
just fucking knitting. Yeah,
But yeah, I mean,
we
it's
have
there's a lot on the books. There's a lot that's
good
planned, like a
blankets.
tour and like a merch store and stuff like that. But it's just like it's a slow burn right now, and it's
No, yeah, and I'm a web developer, so if you guys ever need help, you know who to turn
word.
to. Yeah, so self-taught programmer, so not
Cool.
to my own horn. It's pretty hard,
That'd be
but yeah,
sick.
it's
I
like
mean, like Squarespace is nice, but having an actual like designed website done in HTML that doesn't have like a Squarespace logo at the bottom would be so sick.
no, yeah, it's like you just buy a domain for like $12, and then like
Right.
the rest is mine. Like the
There
rest
you
is all
go.
like you just like the rest is like all like the fucking like you can like, but that's another beast in itself. There's literally people getting paid for that. It's
Right.
it that the software world gets really crazy when you start like getting into programming and stuff like that. But I always tell people, I'm like, dude, you want a job? Fucking learn
Yeah.
how to program.
Learn
Like
HTML. At
learn
least
how to
learn like Dreamweaver or something.
everything.
Adobe Dreamweaver or something.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
WordPress.
Is Dream. I don't know Dreamweaver, but like any Adobe software, fucking,
Yeah.
you can become a graphic designer. You can be an audio engineer. Like
Yep.
fucking, if you just keep working, keep like making projects for yourself. But like even with programming, that's kind of how it is too. Is like you make projects and then eventually you start working on teams and developing apps and
Yeah.
all that good stuff. So it's pretty fun stuff. It's cowboy shit right now, which is awesome. But you also get paid a lot. So it's like that's what I'm saying. Like it's a good segue into whatever you guys. It's just an additional skill. It's not like a fucking like not like a being a musician or something where you have like a natural talent.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it is
Or
exactly
passion.
like that. I feel like though, because like some people are naturally talented at being musicians, but I feel like every single one of us in this room had to put the work in to get to where we are with our music, and it's the same with like I've been a video editor for 6 years, and that's what I've been doing on the side before freelancing audio, and like I had to learn Adobe Premiere front to back. I had to learn After Effects front to back, and like the time you put into it is what you get out of it, and so it's like it's anything, you know, with the creative world, you got to invest your time and your money into it because nothing's cheap in the creative realm. Nothing at all.
No, exactly. And that's why, you guys do what you do off time, like off,
Yeah.
don't even get paid for it. Like that's like, like you try to get paid for it. That's the come up. But like,
Yeah.
it's, like I hope, I really hope you guys continue the momentum, and like, I really hope like this fucking like, your new single like really fucking blasts you up and gets you like put out there. Cause like, you want, like I said, you want to get acknowledged. Like it's not like your intention, but it is nice to be like, to see those fucking numbers, I'm not like
Thanks,
gonna
man.
lie.
I appreciate you.
Like it's like, yeah, I don't know, like it's just, like you like I really like the humanness in the whole thing, and like, I do my shit to like do my part to help you guys do what you love too. So like if I can do anything I can, like as a fan, that's what I'm here for. So it's just, and like I thank you guys, for like I think we've been talking for a little bit over an hour, but like it's just I don't want to take all your time either. So like it's just because like I'll get fucking drunk, dude. Like that's all I'm like. I should have
I'm
just.
2 beers in at this point. Let's fucking send it.
We're going 3 hours, dude.
Yeah.
Because like like.
We'll just be like,
I
what do you think about crypto?
We'll get into that, dude. I was like, I'm gonna start mining pretty soon.
Did you really?
Yeah,
I put in like $1,200. XRP got sued. I lost like $800, and then I strategized, and then I left with about $800, and I pulled that money out so I could pay the band for my wedding and a couple other things.
Oh my god!
So I lost $400 in crypto.
It's like stock. You don't want to fuck with it unless you know what you're doing. Like
Exactly.
It's
I asked my crypto friend about it.
Well, you need to get another crypto friend. It sounds
He said, "Hey man, those all sound like
remember
good
it's a cult
choices."
too. Remember it's a cult. Like they need followers. Like so they're all gonna be like, yeah, you better join. Like yeah, join. Drink this juice.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Yeah, so I lost money in crypto. That's our crypto chat.
Well,
yeah,
Manny,
we went
I really
to crypto.
appreciate it, dude. Like, we appreciate you and the support, and like, it's just so cool. Like, dude, I found you just doing engagement on like just Instagram, just because my girlfriend's she's a social media manager, and she like does this stuff for like a living. So I was doing some like engagement, found your page, and you've just been like invaluable since. So I really appreciate all your support, dude.
Oh, that's nice to hear because like I'm like, you see me in data.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
I'm watching
I do.
you. Like I'm watching. I was like, but it's like that's what it is too. Like like we all like want, especially responding to people that acknowledge us the most. Like that's kind of like those are, I don't know. I think those are special people too. When it comes down to this whole game thing on Instagram and shit like that. Like, you want to give out to those like. Especially like if people are interacting and like playing this game with you, like of course you want to play it back. It's what else are we gonna do? It's fucking, we're on Earth. It's 2022. Like, where are we going now? Where are we headed now? We don't know, but you guys could fucking jam out. You guys are planning a tour. Fucking new release coming out. Fucking new music video, new lyric music video. Hopefully we get some nice production. What's that one guy, Dreamcatcher? What's that Dreambound, I think it is, or
I don't know.
what's that? He does music videos. I can't remember. It's a super famous one. He does a lot of them. I think it's a dude. But anyways, like it's just, like I want to give you guys like, this fucking shamanistic blessing, just like good prosperity, like peace and prosperity
Thank
to you guys,
dude.
like keep fucking going.
It really does.
Keep fucking going, like make daddy proud, like
Yeah, for sure, dude. You too, man.
Like,
You keep at it. It's a grind for sure, but like it's a passion project, and you got to put your energy into it. And like I said about music, you get in what you put out, or you get out what
Exactly,
you put
and,
in.
like,
I guess opposite. You get in what you put out. Let's hit the streets, baby.
All right, dude. I'll let you guys go. I'm gonna go fucking skate while the sun's still up.
Cool.
Thank God, because we
Shred it,
got
dude.
time change. Yeah. No, I'm gonna try. I gotta heal. So, but yeah, I'll talk to you guys later, and
Hell yeah.
we'll keep in touch, and I'll get some merch from you guys for sure.
Definitely.
But you guys have your plug at Good Call UT.
Yeah.
Right. So, and Instagram. So you can catch them on Instagram and Spotify and SoundCloud and
We're everywhere. Dude.
you know, they're everywhere. And soon to be website. Maybe they'll get it done by me. I'll take care of them.
yeah.
I'll babysit them. I'll just be like, dude, just let me do it, dude.
Yeah.
But
We'll
like,
hit you up. Well, thanks for your time,
yeah,
Manny. We really appreciate it.
yeah, love you guys. Fucking hope to see you guys soon, especially like in person. This like, you know,
Yeah.
which is, you know, which would be the most awesome, and eventually
So
you will.
sick.
So you know, so kudos to you, and keep serving me more fucking delicious music, dude. So, you know, please.
Good shit, man.
All
Cool.
right, have a
Well,
good
thanks,
one, you
Manny.
guys. Have a good
You
night.
too. See ya.
Bye.